Today I'm going to be building another randomized Mario Maker level. First we'll see what game style we get. See what we get. We got New Super Mario Bros. That's a good one, I like that one. Next we'll see what the course theme for our level is going to be. See what it is, hopefully it's something new, and if not, hopefully I can make it work. It is Forest. Next we'll be picking 3 of these options to base my level on. Just like last time, I removed all of the previous ones so they're not too similar. Let's see which 3 we get this time. We got, for our first, we got Fire Bar. For our second one, we have got Bill Blasters. For our last one of these options, we have gotten Seesaw. Next we're going to see if there is a boss, and if so, who they are. No boss. And lastly, we'll see if it's day or night. Looks like we got day. With these options, we'll see what kind of level I can make. So to start off this level, I wanted to first raise this first platform and put a seesaw, like as a first easy jump. So when you jump, it'll be easy. So I put another one, and I put a fire bar to make it slightly less easy, so it's still a challenge. And I didn't really know where to put fire bars at the time, so I just had to put them in places. I put a vine so if you fall, you can get back up. And I put seesaw with some cannons on it. I raised the second cannon, so it was more fun, I guess. I put a big fire bar that you had to jump over. I moved the level a bit. Realized I should probably put some more bullet cannons, and then realized I should put a power up earlier in the level so you can be a Mario that's big. So there's that, more vines so you can get back up. Then I put a wall of fire bars so you couldn't get past. Changed the directions of some of them. And tested to see how it looked. So then I added a pipe and a bridge like platform, but I didn't like it, so I added the semi-solid instead, which looked better because it looked like something was holding it up. I decided to make this part underwater because it was like you use the pipe and you go down into the water that's in the forest up above. So this part would be like underwater. Plus, I wanted the challenge of trying to make an underwater level good. So that's what I'm doing right now. Also take this time on building this ceiling, which will take a second, to tell you that I have an idea that I should put all these levels in a super world. And I want to know if that's a good idea, if I should do that. So if you think it is, if you comment, that's great. So anyways, I put some fire bars in the cannon. I lowered the cannon because it wasn't in the middle and it kind of bothered me, so now it's in the middle of the fire bars. And then I put a wall of cannons that would home in on you with a little opening that you had to go through. And basically, I thought it'd be fun to have a homing cannon because I have the ability. And I put a bonsai bills because they felt on theme, and there's no rules saying I can't because they're technically enemies. Well, they're basically enemies. So, I allowed myself to put them in there. With some fire bars to make it a little more challenging. And I tried to, that's when I tested to see if a homing bar would actually do anything by itself. And this is where I wanted to test. I wanted to make like a wall with 4 fire bars. So instead I did that, but I copied them and moved them to where they're there. Eventually I separated them more so it was a little easier. I added a pipe back up. You go up back into the level, and I tried to replicate what I had done on the left side, on the right. I roughly did that, and then I wanted to do this thing where it's like you put a seesaw on a track, and once you hit this on-off switch to change the track so it doesn't leave without you, it will go all the way to the end. Like, it will have this whole thing. So I did that, and it's like there's going to be obstacles, so I put some bullet bills on each end after testing to see if it worked. And this part's not too challenging. That's why I had to add more stuff, because you can just stay in the middle and survive. So I had these fire bars, which I had to change after testing them out and realizing that they're moving the bullet bills. So I made them longer and moved them up. And then they would still move the bullet bill if you're doing it the wrong way. So I moved them eventually. I changed it. That's when I realized you can ground pound to knock the things off. So here's where I'm realizing I need to put more stuff. And I tried spikes to put down there, but like, it didn't work. I put a bonsai bill there, which stayed, but these two homing rockets did not stay. These were removed later on. The spikes did not work because it would catch all the bullet bills, so I had to move everything up. So if you fall off, you still die, but the bullet bills don't get hit by spikes. But I realized that didn't change anything whatsoever, so I had to remove the spikes. But everything was still raised up. I didn't change that for some reason. So after doing that, I thought it would be cool to add like a spike up above to throw a thing down on you. I also removed him because he also made this almost completely impossible. Like, it's really hard, this part is, so I had to keep removing things. He's gonna not be in the final level. You'll see when I show you the full playthrough. So, as we're going here, as you can see, I failed a lot. Tried to make a little thing to hop up to the flagpole when you get to the end. And I think I figured it out. It did it like that, and you can do it. So after that, I just tested the level a little bit. It was pretty easy. You go through, and I struggled a little bit, so I had to change some things, tiny little bit change in things. Most of the changes happened when I was trying to do the course clear check, and you know. So here's the full level if you want to see that. Here's the course code for course ID if you want to play it. That is all for today's video. That level will probably end up being very hard for those who want to play it, but there's a secret way to make it easier. If you ground pound on the seesaw, you can knock the bullet bill blasters off of the seesaw. That'll make it a lot easier. So if you want to do that, you can, but if you don't, it's going to be really hard, but you can still beat it. Have a good day.